Has politics destroyed a parliamentary institution, the Public Accounts Committee, traditionally headed by a member of the main opposition party to ensure fairness? It's always been representative of the many political parties which make up parliament. Today, however, the PAC is split right down the middle, with traditional party loyalties coming to the fore. Joining me tonight for more on that is Manish Tiwari, Congress MP and spokesperson, also Ravi Shankar Prasad of the BJP, again party spokesman as well, and Rahul Srivastava has the latest update on what happened inside that meeting. Let's just look at the key points. Well, Murli Manohar Joshi's draft report on the 2G scam was discussed today in the Public Accounts Committee. Discussed is perhaps a polite word because there was apparently unruly arguments inside. This was actually, he then walked out. He actually walked out of that meeting. After that, a vote was held. And in that vote, the Congress led members won. The Samajwadi Party and the BSP actually supported the Congress to give them 11 votes and a majority. They voted to reject Mr. Joshi's report. However, an angry Mr. Joshi, who had adjourned the meeting, had walked out. The Congress's Saifuddin Soz was elected chairman for the day. However, Mr. Joshi has rejected this vote. He says since the meeting had been adjourned, this vote is not valid. Rahul, what actually happens next? We saw the political loyalties of various MPs in the PAC out there in the open, dividing that whole committee. What's going to happen next? Who decides?
Sonia, it was an acrimonious meeting, perhaps the most acrimonious parliamentary committee meeting I've ever seen. So much so that we could hear the noises outside in the corridor. We saw Mr. Murli Manohar Joshi agitated, walking out. We saw NDA members extremely agitated and walking out. And then we saw that some members like Mr. Soz and others announced that he has been chosen the chairman for the meeting of the day and that the resolution rejecting the report has been accepted by these 11 people. What happens next? That both the sets of people have their claims and counterclaims, and they are going to take this to the Speaker. What we know very well that Mr. Soz is planning to take the vote and the issue that the report has been rejected to the Speaker. And what we certainly know that Mr. Joshi and the other side is also going to approach the Speaker and say that this is what exactly happened. Now the ball will be in the Speaker's court. What she does will be extremely crucial, not only as far as this report of the PAC on the 2G spectrum is concerned, but also perhaps the fate of several parliamentary committees, because this acrimony is going to get emulated in almost every parliamentary committee.
Right, Rahul, thanks so much for that update. Manish Tiwari, let me go across to you on that point. It's not just about this particular PAC, it's about a political acrimony which has divided what was seen as one of the few bipartisan institutions of parliament, the PAC. What is the long-term impact of this going to be? Did the Congress actually behave was it completely politically motivated, this whole outburst?
Well, Sonia, I completely agree with you. What happened today was extremely unfortunate. It is parliamentary tradition that the chairperson of a committee walks the extra mile to carry the members with him so that a bipartisan consensus can be formulated on important issues. But if the chairperson himself becomes an instrument of disruption, if he attempts to do a coup d'etat on his own committee and do it in a manner which is classical cloak and dagger, then you see as to what happens, when members obviously agitated about that coup d'etat decide to assert themselves. And this is exactly what happened today. Mr. Murli Manohar Joshi apparently circulated a 270-page report with 64 annexures a night before, didn't even give people the time to read that report. And obviously, when members came to the committee, they must have logically questioned him. And then they decided that this report deserves to be rejected, and rightly so.
Well, of course, the report was rejected yesterday itself. Let me bring in Ravi Shankar Prasad at this point. Mr. Prasad, when you've seen this whole back and forth, the events that happened today at the PAC, is this now going to be a major issue when the parliament session reopens? What do you think is what is the BJP stand going to be on this now, and what is the future really of this now?
Well, Sonia, you must not ignore the context.
Yes.
Dr. Manmohan Singh has publicly said that Mr. Joshi is a very seasoned parliamentarian. He respects him and he's willing to appear himself, he voluntarily offered. So many industrialists came, so many officers came, so many editors came, and all the committee was working as one. Only when the investigation was reaching the premises of the PMO, the officers were called, the Attorney General were called, attempt was made to frustrate their appearance. You know it very well. Because there was always an intention
Yes.
that a fair inquiry will not be allowed to. After all, whatever is there in the draft report is in media, I don't know. They are only talking about the letters sent by the Prime Minister or the PMO. Everything is documented. Now, don't forget one thing,
Yes.
just a minute, that the PAC chairman is appointed by the Lok Sabha Speaker, and he is from the Lok Sabha in opposition.
In fact,
Now, here a bizarre scenario
Yes.
that members are re-electing themselves in complete violation of parliamentary norms.
in fact,
This
Mr.
is a
Ravi Shankar
mockery.
Prasad and Mr. Manish Tiwari, I'm going to ask both of you that I'm smiling at the irony of it, that just perhaps 2 months ago, Manish Tiwari argued that this PAC was well equipped to look into this. You didn't need a JPC. You argued, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, that we needed a JPC to look into it, not the PAC. Now both the sides are reversed, isn't it?
My reply is very simple.
Well,
Sonia.
well, if should I go
let me
first or
complete.
Mr.
And
Ravi
let
Shankar?
Mr. Prasad go first. Go ahead. Go ahead. As a member of the main opposition.
Yes, I am a member of JPC, as Manish is also.
Yes.
Mr. Chako, as the chairman, went to the speaker, lodged a protest in a gentle way, and the speaker, as the authority who is competent to decide, decided that both these committees would work. And whatever the PAC is doing is based upon the CAG report, where all the matters about the allocation of 2G spectrum have been discussed. Therefore, based upon speaker's direction, the PAC is working. Now they have got the right to protest. It is always unanimous report in terms of permitted.
But you are saying now that the PAC was fine. Then why did we have that whole agitation over a JPC in the first place?
No, first of all, since you are questioning me again, the JPC can go at a whole range of other dimensions.
Right.
About the appointment of many people. Let us keep it separate for a moment.
All right.
Now here the PAC was allowed to continue by the order of the speaker after an objection has been made. Now if you behave in this fashion, it is a very great mockery of democracy.
Let me get
and my
Manish
charge
Tiwari in
is
on that, right?
because when the entire investigation was reaching the PMO, therefore the whole agitation started.
NDTV's Cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.